Hello, and thank you for joining me for another review then. So today we've got a beer from Mast Brewing Company, and this is the can of their Gunner's Daughter Milk Stout then, coming in at 5.5% ABV, stout brewed with natural flavours. I've had this beer before a couple of years ago, and it really made a lasting impression on me when I had it at a beer festival, and this has actually turned up on one of my regular online stores that I shop with, House of Trembling Madness. So a can. Um, a little bit of a commercial description then. This is a beautifully aromatic and balanced milk stout with delicious notes. Make note of that. Peanut butter, coffee, and dark chocolate. That I kind of already knew, but yeah, I wanted to go ahead and give this a review. So these guys this was brewed and canned at Mast Brewing Company at Westbrook, Maine, up in the northeast of the United States of America. So this is coming in a can of 1 pint fluid ounces. So there we go. Let's give this a try. I've actually had a variant of this as well last year, 2022, last year, that is. But yeah, let's give this a crack and see what the can version of this is all about. I've got all my local kind of brewery's glasses here, so let's give it a pour and see what we get out. This is at room temperature as well, just so you know. It's not out the fridge or anything like that. It's straight up as I want it, really. But then some people put their beers in the fridge and let them warm up naturally. I do like to drink them straight at room temperature. It's certainly in the winter months, which is a nice cool room. So so beer in a glass. It looks jet black, doesn't it? So into the light. Yeah, there's a little bit of rubiness coming through the bottom. It is a milk stout at 5.5, but generally jet black. What you see is what you get. It poured a half a finger of just off white, khaki coloured head. It's dissipated very quickly, like a cola. That kind of noise. I don't know if you heard it on the mic, but yeah, that kind of deal. So let's get a nose on this one then. Oh wow, it's just off the chain peanut butter. Wow. Holy shit. That smells amazing. Peanut butter cup, Reese's chocolate, Reese's chocolate cup. It's got that kind of aroma. Wow, yeah, chocolate peanut butter all day long. And we don't get so much of the variety of Reese's chocolate cups or whatever you call them. Well, you know what they are. But we don't get a lot of the varieties you do in the States. If you're watching this in the States, we just get the basic and that's it. But this is absolutely amazing. It reminds me so much of Hamilton's Crunch. It's got that kind of feel to it. And they brewed that beer a lot to perfection, like 30 odd times to perfection, just to nail it. And it was, when I had it, the first time I had it, it was the beer, one of the beers of the year. It just reminds me of that, straight off the bat, like new. Wow. Let's see what it tastes like. It smells amazing, so cheers. Holy shit, that's just so good. Very kind of, it's silky. All right, the body's not quite there. It is 5.5%, but it's got a real rich creaminess to it. Wow. I mean, I completely, you know what it's like when you go to beer festivals, you have a lot of beers. Some stand out, but you can't remember what they taste like because you've had a few. But it stood out. That's why I thought, right, let's get it and try it straight off the bat. Wow. This is, or at least try it more sober than you were the last time. It always stuck in my mind, this beer. I think it might have been in Manchester, 2021. I had this at Manchester Craft Beer Festival on the Friday night. I was just there on my own and I saw it. I thought, oh, that sounds all right. Let's give this a try, and it blew me away. It just literally, it's one of them beers I've not heard of them before. It sounds good. it's a milk stout, peanut butter, blah blah blah. Let's give it a try, and it was amazing. That's why I went ahead and bought this can. So availability for this beer in the UK is sporadic. I'll let you know that. It was on House of Trebling Madness website. It's also been on. I can't remember the name of the website that Neil Raptor do. I'm sure some will remind me down in the comments, but sometimes they get this beer in. But yeah, Mast Landing. I've had 1 or 2 beers from them. This is obviously one that stood out for me. This is absolutely fantastic. It's a low ABV beer. You can drink a lot of this and really enjoy yourself. On the pour, it's not crazy dark like jet oil or anything like that. There is a little there is a little bit of coloration on the pour, but yeah, it looks jet black in the glass. Oh, the aroma though is so good. I mean, I've had some decent peanut butter porters, stouts over the years. This is up there with one of my favourites. This is up there with Crunch. If you're anyone in the UK, if if you're in the States, you probably won't. UK version, Crunch, probably one of the best peanut butter beers I've had. Peanut butter. I can't remember if it's a milk stout or a stout, but whatever. Oh, just the aroma. So when you get these beers, you just waft in the aroma in. It's like, oh, sit there, like, oh, go for another sniff. It's like one of them. If you like peanut butter and chocolate, and this is it. I'm not getting too much coffee though. For me, it's more milk chocolate, coffee, maybe a touch of caramel, smooth, rich, delicious, decadent, banging. It's that in a glass. So on from what I said earlier, this dark mythical beer nods to the long-passing legends of our region's seafarers. Does not contain nuts or peanuts, so it's one of the natural kind of flavours they've got in this. Is there anything on the can just to update on that? Let me just put the beer down before just to add to it, a beautifully aromatic balanced coffee, balanced stout with delicious notes of peanut butter, coffee and dark chocolate. It doesn't really say anything else. It contains lactose, so there is that sweetness, but it's not overpowering. It works well with the flavours you're getting. But yeah, it's fantastic. Really damn good. So if you're in the States and you can get hold of this, seriously, I love this beer. I mean, that's why I bought it, to be honest with you, because I've already had it before. And I've had a variant on cask last year for the Great British Beer Fest, but I had this a couple of years ago and I went ahead and bought it. I think it's like just under £6 for this can. It's well worth it. It's fantastic. So that's Mast Landing. I've just showed you the can. Mast Landing Brewing Company. They're out of where we are now. They're out of Westbrook, Maine, over in the States. So if you can get hold of this, it's definitely worth picking up. I don't know what this would be by the 4-pack, etc. It was just under £6 per can here in the UK. But that's the way shit works with prices. I'm sure you could probably pick this up for, I don't know, $14 for a 4-pack. Who knows? Don't know. If you know all that shit, put it down in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Cheers.